Reverend Jamal Bryant, thank you
Yes.
so much for agreeing to talk to USA Today.
It's a privilege.
This has got to be, in one way, a familiar scene to you, in some
Yes.
ways different. You were at Stanford
Yes.
in the Trayvon Martin case. You were in Ferguson, Michael Brown. Now this is home.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
It's painful because it's so familiar, just the atmosphere, the people, but it's a lot different than how the media is sweeping it into one lump. Baltimore, different from Sanford and Ferguson, you've got a black mayor, a black chief of police, and a predominantly black city council.
But you also have a black dead man.
You also have a black dead man, but here's the issue. It's an issue of character more than it's an issue of color. Is that where is this invisible line that says that it's okay to do hunting season, and is the more pronounced color blue over black and white? Because that's where we see the common denominator in all three of those.
Some of your colleagues in the Ministerial Alliance have called for the resignation of Police Chief Anthony Batts. What do you think about that?
I think that we need to see what's going to happen of these three. We're looking for immediate answers, and people are looking for that without process. The reality is it's just been a couple of days, but I think that we've got to give him just a little bit more time. Not much of a window, but a little bit more time to give us some answers.
He had a press conference quite revealing in what he said.
Yes.
Is that a positive?
I think it's a positive just because he spoke the word prosecution. He said he didn't want to say anything to jeopardize potential prosecution, and I never heard that word in Ferguson or Sanford. And I think that somebody's going to be able to hold responsibility and accountability, whether that's the commissioner, the precinct captain, or one of those 6 officers. Somebody's going to have to be answerable for this innocent death.
You know the mayor, you knew her father well.
Yes.
How's she handling this?
I think that it's a rough, tenuous place. What a lot of outside Marylanders don't realize is officers here have an officer's bill of rights that says you don't have to testify for 10 days, you don't have to make a statement, and even if you do, it's not always necessarily admissible in the court. And so she's really, excuse the proverbial expression, fighting with her hands tied behind her back. She went just in the last session of the General Assembly trying to make some adjustments to 17 points, and all 17 were denied. I think that we're going to have to up the ante across the state of Maryland because something is out of order if police officers have greater coverage than the citizens do.
In Sanford and in Ferguson, a lot of criticism about the behavior of the prosecutors in those cases.
Yes.
In Baltimore, there's a black prosecutor.
Yes. Marilyn Mosby, we've not heard from her in any way or capacity. This is a rough day to do on-the-job training, but she's riding beside Denzel Washington on training day trying to figure it out. But she's going to really have to step up. We're supposed to get answers about the autopsy, I believe, on Friday. And then from there, I'm thinking that we should, in fact, know where it is that we are and whether there's enough evidence to begin the prosecution.
But of course, she has to hold her cards close to the chest.
Yeah, but we want to at least see one of the cards. We don't have to play spades, but give us poker to know that she's in the game and is representing the citizens that elected her.
Is there a message for the city and for the nation?
I think one is a call for healing because on that front line, the eulogy is for the family. They've lost a son and a brother, of really pulling them together, but also giving a marching order for our generation to say the baton is now in our hand and we can't stop running until there's really liberty and justice for all.
Reverend Jamal Bryant, once again, thank you so much for talking to USA Today.
Thank you.